You want to pay 1% tax in Georgia without living here? Don't. Yes, there are a lot of services that are offering you that you can become entrepreneur, you can get entrepreneurial status in Georgia without living here and pay 1% here. 1% is really low tax when you compare it to many other countries, especially if you're a European traveling around. But however, this can get you really real trouble. And I want to point out to this because there's a lot of false information about this. There are a lot of people who want to make money on you opening entrepreneurship in Georgia, but it's not legal. They do not take the responsibility for, and the liability is on you, is not on them. And the problem is not Georgia. So, okay, welcome. It's 2026. Hello, my name is Samuela Davidova. I'm based here in Georgia since 2020. I am not a tax advisor. I have many great friends and I am happy to connect you. If you want to start an LLC in Georgia, super into it. If you want to move in, happy to assist somehow if I can. I have some great contacts here. Georgia is a beautiful country. It's not for everyone. Feel free to check out some more videos in my YouTube channel here. However, it's good enough if you want to travel and have a good base, that it feels cozy, that feels peaceful, and with easy access to nature and local production of food. That's what I value here and I like here, but yet again, it's not for everyone. However, we have low bureaucracy, there's low taxation, and it's great. But if you want to use low taxation regime, you have to move somewhere. It is not even based on like, oh, I will count these 183 days. No. Where do your kids go to school? Where are you eating? Where are you spending your money? Where's your car based, etc. Well, all these things actually, it's center of your interest. It clarifies that, well, sorry, where's your toothbrush, Oh, is it based in Georgia? You don't rent out here? Okay. Of course, there are people who are very, very international, but it's very few people, truly, who do have several houses, several places, etc. And they may play around, but however, I do not, well, sorry if I'm wrong, but likely it's not really your situation. Also, just having a house here doesn't really, without living here, without being, spending your money here, doesn't really make you a tax resident here. However, it's one of the ways how you can get a residency card if you do want to for investment. So it's possible. Happy to talk more about that. However, now I want to say, really, guys, it's not about Georgia. Georgians don't care. Yes, you will open entrepreneurship 1%, etc. But please, it's AI age. Everything is digitalized. Yes, I know that your government likely still works on paper. I know. But in most cases, the government can request your proofs of income for 10 years back, like for your spendings. And it's not them to proving that you live there or don't live there. It's you. You have to prove that, oh, yeah, no, I'm paying taxes here in Georgia. And so what's your connection to Georgia? I have a bank account there, or maybe you don't, I don't know. That's it. Like, you never spend there time, you don't have SIM card, you don't have, water payment bills. There are no bills, but whatever, anyway. You don't have these things. And the thing is that, okay, well, your government will request you to pay the difference, not the difference, to pay the taxes plus interest, but you can go to jail. And it's quite fast when it comes to that because the threshold is pretty low. And I would say that I can see how especially the European space is becoming more and more oppressive in this term, like more and more checking on what you do, where you transfer money, etc. You cannot easily transfer money outside the EU, for example, compared to Georgian bank accounts, etc. We're opening like bank accounts for private people, for individuals, because of this reason, because they just want to have more flexibility, they want to diversify the banking and stuff. But if you're settled in the EU, in Europe, and you just want to have is like individual entrepreneurship here in Georgia, well, you will have troubles. Like, it's not today, but it's getting it's getting really hard. Like when you look at the governmental structures, and you may not have problems today, but really 10 years from now. And I would say that if anything else, please just like just do things that are legal, because just to have good sleep, please. And can you open it? Yes. Is it true? Like, does it protect you from paying taxes elsewhere? No, not at all. Like, you don't have any right to do it. Like, you don't have any right to or any base to be paying taxes in Georgia. It's great, 1%, my road's better, thank you. If it was really for roads, let's be real. But I understand that you don't want to pay 50%. I really understand. But guys, just move out. The only way to get out of mandatory healthcare, mandatory social security, to working 50%, one half of the year for free, to work on the government, to work for the infrastructure, as it is said, while in reality you just pay a lot of thousands of people who are working on the government and creating jobs for the sake of jobs. Move out. I know that it's hard. I know that people don't really want to do it, but it's the only way. Like, if you want to really change something, you have to actually move. You have to, vote with your feet. But of course, like, if one prefers to expect that, maybe the government, maybe someone will change something, maybe the external conditions, you don't have any control about, they will change, they will differ, and they will improve your life. Well, okay, enjoy. But if you want to claim your life, actually, if you want to improve it, so go and move into jurisdiction that is more favorable for you. For example, for me, that's Georgia. I like to pay low tax. But it's not even about tax. It's just the low bureaucracy. Like, it's just, everything is just so simple here. I'm shocked how easy it is, how easy it became, how positively it influences my life, actually. Because you don't have to think about all this paperwork, etc. It doesn't drag my attention. There are not changes every second day. There are not new regulations, new imposing of some harsh stuff, whatever, on my business, on how my website should look like and shouldn't look like. And some people who are completely disconnected from any business perspective should tell me how to do business or not do business. And that's really a relief. Like, that's what actually it feels free if you do want to do business, if you want to be entrepreneur, if you want to create value for people, in other words. Of course, if you're an employee, you cannot really avoid it. Like, you will have to be taxed based on the employee contracts. Like, you cannot avoid it. But then also the level of freedom and the level of potential growth is very limited. Like, entrepreneurs can, grow x2 in a month, but as an employee, you're much more limited. Anyway, so please, if you want freedom, mean it. And if you heard about these beautiful 1% taxes without living here, it's not true. Don't do it.